welcome to North 100, a Canadian Highlander podcast. My name is Serge. Joining me today, I have a Nelly.
Prismari clan, rise up.
I got a Wheeler.
Smoking out back with the wither blooms.
And a James on tech.
I said a third thing.
Dang, he nailed that third beat of that joke. A reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you, your support of the Patreon, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. If you see any cards today that you want to buy them at Card Kingdom, cardkingdom.com/LRR. Lets them know that we sent you. And if you say Loading Ready Run sent me button, please, you get a button that says...
It's not a phase bomb, it's a step. No, it says something else now. But we don't know what.
Didn't you write it? I thought you were so proud of yourself for this one.
In one ear and out the other, dog.
That's fair. Our buttons are cool and good.
A big creature is its own reward.
There.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Good job. Good job, me.
And get yourself some good sleeves for your good cards with Dragon Shield. Use the checkout code LRRMTG5 for 5% off Dragon Shield.
They're the best.
Yeah.
They're dragon shields.
All right. Welcome to part 2 of our set review for Strixhaven. Today we're going to be covering green cards, gold cards, artifact, and lands. A reminder that our set review is not exhaustive. We only talk about the cards that we think are going to make an impact on the format or that we think you're going to ask about a whole bunch. And let's get right to it. We're going to start off with the Ambitious Augmenter. This is a 1-mana 1/1 turtle wizard. It has Increment. Increment says, whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana you spent was greater than either the creature's power or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, if it had one or more counters on it, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, and then put this creature's counters onto that. Let's start off with Nelly.
Yo, I see you, green-black aristocrats players. I heard you wanted another body. What if instead of just a 1/1, your 1/1 that drops a 1/1 dropped like a 4/4 or something? Does that sound okay for you? Great. Also, it's a turtle, so
Yep.
I don't know.
And a wizard.
And a wizard.
And a wizard.
Look
yeah.
at those arms.
I'm thinking like both of you that bought TMNT cards are like, wait, this gets buffed.
Don't insult me by saying that I bought TMN.
All right,
No,
let's.
both of our viewers.
Oh, yes.
So, what do you think about this as an evolving one? Like,
So-
not as an aristocrat
Yeah.
two-body card, but just as like a growth threat.
Pelt collector.
I like it
Pelt
a lot.
collector,
it's
yeah.
a pelt collector or experiment one. is
That's
a
what I
good-
meant, not evolving one, experiment
No,
one. Yeah.
I heard you. Yeah, absolutely. No, the increment ability. This is our first card that we looked at. We didn't see any blue cards that we were like, super jazzed about that have increment, but very good. I want to say. I think I maybe like it. I haven't played with the cards yet, but I might like it even more than evolve. It just allows you to. The idea behind increment is like, okay, your creature is going to get bigger, and you can be using your mana for something other than making creatures, so that you're like operating on two axes. I like that about it. While you kill their creature with an expensive spell, you can make your creature bigger. Whereas evolve from return no
RTR.
RTR.
RTR block.
RTR block,
Yeah,
whichever
yeah.
one it was. Evolve from Boomer Magic.
Gate crash.
Gate Crash, I think is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evolve is like when you make creatures, your creatures get more creature on them,
Sure.
right? And so this is better, basically. I think it's cool, probably quite good. And yeah, this thing just like getting big and then leaving a big guy. It's got two main purposes. The one I pointed out already, where you just want to clamp it and sacrifice it, and then get another thing. And the fact that other thing is bigger probably doesn't really matter to the blister pod players out there, but it could, and it's like another kind of redundant effect that could maybe let that deck attack on a different angle, where it's just trying to pound through damage in combat like normal, which that deck doesn't often do. Like the 4-color aristocrats decks or whatever, they're usually just sacrificing creatures, so give yourself a little bit of room to play there if you want. Or just being a pelt collector. Yeah, man.
Cool.
I don't know. That seems fine. I'm not much of a mono green stompy player.
That's fine. We can just move on then.
Sure.
It's better than you'd think.
Okay.
Next up, Emeritus of Abundance. This is a 3-mana 3/4 elf druid for 2 and a green with vigilance. Enters prepared, and whenever this creature attacks, if you control 8 or more lands, this creature becomes prepared. And its prepared spell is Regrowth. Wheeler.
This is kind of an interesting one. 4 toughness is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Also being an elf is
Yep.
doing a lot of heavy lifting. I love that it is an elf that can regrowth a spell, which means that it can bring back a time walk. which means that we can return this to our hand with Wirewood Symbiote. The whole when I attack, if I have a bunch of lands, become prepared. I don't care about that part as much. I'm just looking to have this creature enter prepared, either from Wirewood Symbiote or Ephemerate looping, and having a booty. Like the fact that this thing's not dying immediately is huge. Not to mention it's a 3/4 vigilance.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that card. One thing that is a little interesting. There are certain opponents, but also loops, I guess, that you can have with these decks where like you're not actually making progress when you're like comboing off. Like there's-
Ephemerate, Timeless Witness.
you need to still kill
Right,
them.
yeah.
Most of the time, you just kill them because you draw into enough creatures, and you're just like, I'm just going to attack you or whatever.
And
But-
most players just scoop you like, I've demonstrated infinite turns. Like, okay, I guess I'm dead.
right, but there are spots where like you are using the top of your deck, or like you are like kind of strapped into the cards you have
Sure.
to kill them. And this being a relevant body that can like attack through
Yep.
and make progress.
Yep.
Is relevant. I think that outside of Time Walk stuff, I might be interested in trying this in like Hoof.
I was looking at that mono
Or
green
elves.
Cradle deck
Yeah,
that we've
Cradle
been playing.
Control, yeah.
And I'm very curious, and the answer is probably play all of them. So that deck is already on Eternal Witness. That deck is already on Regrowth. I don't know if it's on Timeless.
I think it's more on Witness and like both the Eternal and Timeless Witness.
Yeah.
Actual Factual Regrowth is a hard sell if you're not time walking
Yeah.
or casting Black
And I'm
Rose.
like, are you happier to green sun into this? It's more expensive than, just getting Eternal Witness, right? You're paying 5 mana if you want to get the card back that turn compared to Eat Witness, Grease Sun, bring it back. Like, is this the sort of thing that you're replacing one of those because it's a way better top deck? It's a way better card to have in your starting hand? Or
I think you play it with.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to. Again, the most broken thing you can do is, MH3 card or a way above rate or just like a messed up kind of set of game actions that your opponent has to address. And then if they don't, they lose. And if they do, you have the option to just get it back and keep doing it. And like, so even if this card is just showing up and being like, hey, you play me with your Eternal Witness and Timeless Witness, but actually what I'm doing is I'm being a 3/4 that is going to return your strip.
Because, like, God, this on turn 2 is outrageous, where I never want to curve out into an E-Witness.
Yeah, not to mention
Right?
the delayed regrowth does have some merits,
Yeah.
right? Like playing this on 3.
Just get your fetch line back,
Yeah,
right? Like,
What if I play this on 3 and then on 4 on 3 I play this, my opponent plays some creatures, and on 4 I go swords, regrowth, swords.
yeah.
Right? Path, regrowth, path. Like that's real gross.
The mid-range applications are pretty scary.
yeah.
That's why I'm thinking about this card. It's
I'm excited to play this
I think
card a lot.
I think it's a slam in any time walk deck.
Yes.
I'm particularly excited to finally kick out Hercule from the Scape Shift 4-color version I've been playing recently, or somewhat recently. That was
Welcome.
thanks. Well, you had done it already, and there've been a couple little like, let's try this or that, and I was like, well, I still kind of like Hercule, and now this is like, okay, we're definitely doing this instead. This is so good for time walk decks.
Yeah.
Being able to have the same kind of like Ixalan Merfolk kind of beatdown plan in that deck in the early game, as you said. But also, I think it's important to point out here that this card, if the setup is correct, and this is more for Scape Shift than any other type of Time Walk deck, but for Scape Shift, when you're on the Time Walk plan, you don't need a second card to combo. Like if you can attack with this every turn, you just get Time Walk
You
back.
bring it back
every
yeah,
turn.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
it is
just
the
a
combo.
2-card combo,
Yeah.
assuming it doesn't die at combat,
God.
which is an ask. I know that's an ask,
Yeah.
but still, maybe you can play like tap all their creatures or something, and then set that's the 3rd card in the combo. Yeah, very exciting card.
Man.
The more I think about this card, the more lines I see it having. It's very cool.
Yeah, like why is it an elf?
Not to be that guy, and
Yeah.
it's very early, not just in the set review, but also in discussing a set that isn't even out to the public yet. But like, is this top 10 best sets of all time?
It might be.
It's like this is the kind.
I always reserve judgment till like
without being
Yeah.
Modern Horizons 3, which I think went too far.
yeah, I'm not even just exclusively talking about power level.
Oh, sure.
Like-
Just like banger set, just like cool brew set.
Like this card is there are so many cards.
Yep.
I'm just very excited for this set.
Yep.
And this is a card where like I love that all three of us
Yep.
have something different to talk about the card.
Because like I
Yeah.
I
mean,
keep going.
That's so
again,
exciting.
another line we have this Bossing Say and crop rotation.
Oh no.
yeah.
Right, right. Like that's the sort of shenanigans that I'm looking at. I'm just like, oh
No, I do think it should go in your Cradle Control deck.
Yeah,
Even if it's the worst. Even if it's the worst Eternal Witness in your Cradle Control deck, it's just like doing
There's like
another
5
thing.
decks that I want to
Yeah.
try this card
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Environmental Scientist. This is a 2-mana 2/2 human druid for 1 and a green. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. I had set up this beautiful order for back and forth, but I have to give this to Wheeler.
That's fine.
So Sylvan Ranger, for those that don't know, is this card, except it's an elf, which can be occasionally relevant, and it's a 1/1. And that card is like the number one card people cut if they don't respect the game from their decks. They're like,
when
I'm
they're
going to
like,
play the Seeker Walk deck.
But no one ever died from not eating vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. Like they sleeve up Seeker Walk. They sleeve up like a Kiki Pod deck, or they sleeve up like a just like a creature deck, right? And or not a creature, but like I don't know, even some versions of older versions of like Rug Scape Shift Turns or whatever. And they're like, why do I need Sylvan Ranger? That card looks crap. Like that. This is only here because you just don't have enough cards.
I already have a land in my hand.
And then they add it immediately. Like they just immediately put it back in. Like finding a basic land when you play these green decks, especially the 4-color ones, you have a reasonable game plan against, your Blood Moons and back to basics and whatnot, right? You generate a lot of mana with your creatures, and you have Beseiju and you're in those colors. Except that 1, Harbinger of the Seas exists now, which is tougher for you to deal with. And 2, often these decks have like Pyrokinesis and Furies and know to target your mana dorks so that when they get the Blood Moon, you're locked out. So you're incentivized to find and often play multiple basic forests. And when you build your deck, if one of your colors unlocks a second color or any color, that's how you stay safe, right? You make sure that your Green X deck, even if it's one of these 4-color green decks we've talked about, if your deck can reliably get basic mono green, that it can lock basics of other colors. And this card does it like so well, even better than something like Sylvan Carrier did, right? Like it's card neutral, right? You play it and then it replaces itself. That's sick. And it's a 2/2. Like it's a legit threat on the board. I love this card. I'm so excited about this card.
This card makes me wonder if they're going to do an Elvish Visionary that's a 2/2 as well. Because like this having a second power and toughness is legitimately wild.
Stop. This is a video podcast. I can't conceal.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Sure. Glorious Decay. 2-mana instant for 1 and a green. It's a modal card. Choose one. Destroy an artifact. Deal 4 damage to target creature with flying, or exile target card in a graveyard and draw a card. Nelly.
Okay, so another one of these role player spells that we've been seeing like an evolution of regularly. We mentioned White's destroy something and they get a creature kind of evolution that we wanted to talk about in the last episode. And this, I don't remember the first version of this.
Return to Nature is like a pretty common one of like disenchant or exile a card in the graveyard.
And that's pretty old.
That's pretty old.
Yeah.
There's a
I
newish
haven't been
one.
playing these cards.
There's one from Dragonstorm that does something similar.
It's close and it's been showing up in sideboards a lot.
Heritage
60
Reclamation.
Cards.
Yeah. Does show up occasionally in the main of these, and Paw Patch Formation.
Yep.
Which is also like you make food and draw a card and kill an enchantment or a flyer or whatever. Like they all do a smattering of things that are relevant in the format.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, I mean, in our format, the last line is going to be the most effective. And so this card specifically probably will see some play because that's the effect that they've stapled draw a card to. So just having 2 other options where maybe you blow up their Skull Clamp or maybe you kill their flyer. But most of the time you're going to try to shrink their Barrowgoyf mid-combat and draw a card, or you're just going to stop their Reanimator.
God, if this did 5 damage to a creature with flying, I'd be so, not to do the Magic player thing, but like it's just it doesn't hit the threshold to kill Oculus.
Right. Sure.
Which is like if this kills Oculus,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm
Then
in.
you'd be
I'm slamming this in
jamming it.
Bant and Scape Shift and whatever.
Right.
But like,
Or if it said exile target artifact,
well,
that would also really push it over the cusp.
well,
But seriously, if you ever get to like 2 mana stuff their animate dead and draw a card, like that feels great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this might be the best version of this card we've seen yet. Although I do have a soft spot for, I think there's a 2 mana one from AFR that's like move through the dungeon or 2 other things. Yeah.
you come upon a cursed idol.
Sure,
or
sure.
something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think about playing that card sometimes in like Bant Initiative or Naya Initiative.
All right, next up we have Oracle's Restoration. 1 mana sorcery for a single green pip. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Draw a card, gain a life. I got to throw this one to Nelly.
So this is an important moment in cantrips. We haven't seen this exact effect before. I've been kind of quietly wondering. I haven't been like out there on a called it board or anything or proselytizing that this will get made. I've just wondered for a while if we're going to get 1 green, draw a card, creature gets something.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just +1/+1. It's no evasion or anything. It's just they gave that to red already, where it's like red for 1 mana can get draw a card and it gets first strike, or
Or
they get
trample,
or haste.
We have
all
1
those
green
things.
instant trample draw a card
right
from original Strixhaven.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
But like
right. That's right.
increasing power and toughness plus drawing a card.
Okay, you're right. I remember that one now, and it wasn't that big a deal. But this one gives +1/+1 and gains a life. So any Trellisara enjoyers out there, we talked a lot about Black White Ruin Your Evening last week, and like I don't immediately have like a place where like this deck is like out of control, cracked with this combo or whatever. I just really enjoy taking note of 1 mana draw spells, especially when they're not in blue. So
Sure.
this is another one in case you're trying to add some deck smoothing to your regular deck, or you want to like, I don't know, get crazy with the Cheese Whiz and
Blitz.
give this storm with some other effect, and I don't know, pop off kings.
Next up, Pest Rescuer. This is a 3 mana 2/2 Dryad Druid for 2 and a green. At the beginning of each upkeep, if you don't control a pest token, create a 1/1 black and green pest token with, when this token dies, gain a life. So this is a different pest token from the other ones.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah. And if you would gain life, gain that much life +1 instead. Wheeler.
So this is a very cute nod to Ophiomancer.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Ophiomancer making death touching snakes is obviously having a death toucher is really quite good. And it kind of locks them from attacking, which has its merits. This one says like you'll still want to attack, but are you really going to want to attack? Like, plays a little differently. Ultimately, this is a creature that can make a body every single upkeep, and that body is real annoying. Not to mention, like, the line of text, the replacement effect here, is going to rack up more life with your blood artists. And, like, if you're on, like, Guide of Souls, if we're talking, like, an Abzan Kratz deck or a 4-color Kratz deck, like, this is a great card to have because it just does what you're. It's the kind of card that you can go, thank God I don't need to play Garrison Cat, because like I just have another way to repeatedly make little duders to sacrifice and trigger all my different things. But this one just has like that if you would gain life, gain that much +1. I don't think people are going to realize how much life that's going to gain over the course of a game until they play it.
So many increments of 1.
Every
right?
single instance of it,
Yeah.
right? Every
Yeah.
Blood Artist trigger, every Guide of Souls trigger, every Pest dying. Like, this is going to skyrocket
Like
your
it
life.
seems like it gains 1 extra life, but no, you play a game Imagine, it's like this card counteracts the damage from Barrowgoyf. Like, weirdly.
Not to mention the fact that it is a repeatable token generation creature that you can find off Green Sun Zenith that also just isn't grist. Like, maybe you don't want to expose your grist or whatever. Could be against TOS. But, like, finding this and then getting to repeatedly make the tokens.
Thanks for that, Wheeler.
Yeah, you're no problem.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah, well, what do you... Yeah, man. You've known me for 20 years or something.
true.
Yeah.
Dope. Let's move on then.
Yeah, all right. I like this card. It's great.
No, I like it. I like it.
We have Studious First Mage. This is a 1 mana 1/1 bear wizard that enters prepared, and its prepared spell is Rampant Growth. So 2 mana, search your library for basic land card, put it onto battlefield tapped, shuffle. Nelly.
God, can you imagine how good Scape Shift would be eating if it could just play a chump blocker that also then lets them cast Rampant Growth on turn 2 and then blocks? Whew, that'd be hot.
Got good news.
Maybe your Cradle Control deck also rampant growthing and Cradle Control doesn't seem great. But
So
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
well, a Sakura Tri-Belter in Scapeshift is dope. Like that.
Like,
kind of
I
card is
actually
legit.
think we
yeah.
want to play this in Scapeshift.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
cutting Steve or anything for it. It's
No.
just another Steve. It's sick.
Mhm.
How many times do you have to cast this to be happy? Is it just once? Is this the sort of thing that you expect to loop? Or are you just happy to
I just
do the
want a
exact
rapid
play
growth.
plan?
No, we just
Yeah.
rampant growth exactly one time,
Yeah.
and then we block with it.
Yup. Yup. Yup.
All
Yeah,
right.
don't overthink
Yeah,
it.
Dad,
This
don't
poor,
overthink
this
it.
poor bear does not have a very
Well,
a lot of upside.
okay, say you're a 2-color deck.
I mean, I guess the advantage over this versus Steve is it doesn't have to die to get you the land.
Yeah.
It can,
It can
and it
attack,
probably will,
Yeah.
but
Right.
it doesn't have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you're against another slow controlling deck, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, watch out. This
This
is
could-
gonna attack your Jace the Mind Sculptor.
You're going to take like
Yeah.
2 damage off this.
Another instance of like you don't want to play Farhaven Elf in your deck, but like it's kind of good to play a Farhaven Elf in your deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think rampant growths are underrated too. Like
Sure.
there's not a ton of people exploring other rampant growth decks, but like just like drool rampant growth into Valakut, or there was like a Jund version. I mean, this is another Scapeshift deck, but there was a Jund version of Scapeshift that was kind of roaming around the halls of YJ back in the day, and it's like, oh yeah, just demonic tutor. And for what it's worth, when I played Time Walk Scapeshift, my points were walk, demonic tutor, mystical. And being able to DT for Scapeshift felt unbelievable.
Yeah, that is hot.
That's just like not a thing you get to do in the rug version without like solve the equation and like 7 mana. Obviously it still lines up with the Scapeshift math, but like not just DT is so good.
Were
in
you
that
5
kind of-
color or were you just not playing white cards?
I wasn't playing white.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have room for 4th. if
Yeah, you don't
play
get
that
to play the
spread. Okay, yeah.
All right, next up, Vast Land Scavenger. This is a 3-mana 4/4 bear druid for 1 green. It has Death Touch. It enters prepared, and its prepared spell is Bind to Life. If you're not familiar, it's a 5-mana instant for 4 and a green. Mill 7 cards, then put a creature card from amongst them onto the battlefield. Wheeler.
Stupid bear. It's so big. I like this card a lot.
Yeah.
The fact that 3/4 Death Touch is like unnecessary.
Kind of reminds me of Grave Titan.
Yeah. Like I say it's unnecessary. It will be relevant, right? Like the fact that this is so big that you might have to double block and that it's going to kill multiple things is for sure a real deal. Stat line and mechanic combination, obviously surviving bolts and whatnot. The fact that you just have this like instant speed mana sink to just fill your graveyard,
Yeah,
which
man.
can be relevant in green and green X decks, and then just getting to cheat something into play. It's so funny. This card's going to kill people.
Where were you thinking about this?
I want to put it in a deck with that Emeritus of Ideation.
Oh,
They're such good friends. The blue one, the recall
blue one, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like this mills 7 cards.
I have actually been thinking Time Walk got reduced in points, and so naturally I'm kind of thinking about like fair Time Walk strategies. That's
So
kind of how
not combo looping it, right?
yeah, that's kind of how I made my money in this format back
Sure.
in the days, like the fair Time Walk and
Oh, yeah,
Jeskai.
the Cascade stack stack.
And don't get me started on that. But like playing like a blue green, like I'm going to basically the Simic Rhythm or Simic Aeroboroid kind of deck that runs around in standard, or the Bant one of just like, yeah, I just play these above rate threats and I have Time Walk. So I get to Ursine Monstrosity you twice, right? Like that's kind of nuts. And a little unexplored. I mean, we've seen people, funny enough, it's called Simic Slaw when people try it out. And it's put up results. Turns out Unruly Krasis on turn 2 is pretty good at killing people.
That's awesome.
And so maybe this is an interesting card to explore in that archetype.
I wonder if this would be good in Recurring Nightmare.
Yeah, maybe.
so.
Mono also like maybe Hoof. Like
I was thinking that
Yes.
That's kind of
yeah.
exciting.
Worldly Tutor, and you can set up like cheating a creature in with the 5 mana.
Yeah.
I mean 5 mana, but that's what you play for Through the Breach.
I'd probably play
Right.
this in my Eldrazi deck too, Mono Green Eldrazi. I need to
Sure.
go back to the drawing board with that. I got
have-
dismantled.
This set
playing
is
that,
making
but-
me brew so many decks in my head right now. It's kind of unreal.
Yeah, it's good news. We'll just do an entire month of Canadian Highlander on Friday.
I hope so.
Faith.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then we can finally get through this backlog of deck ideas.
Yeah.
All right, the final green card we're going to talk about is the Wild Growth Archaic. This is a 2-drop or a 4-drop 0/0 avatar. It's a hybrid mana, 2 and a green, 2 and a green. It has Trample and Reach. It also has Converge. So this creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you cast a creature spell, that creature enters with X additional +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast it. Nelly.
All right, all those cards with prepared, and there's like a beta card that you get to recast. Show those to your friends that are just getting into the game for this set. That's going to get them hooked. Don't let them see this card until after they've like played a couple tournaments or something, because this is like the definition of my friends tried to get me into Magic and I didn't understand.
MTG Salvation ass card.
Yeah, like this
Is this thing huge? Is that a person?
Talk to the
like,
hand,
next
because
to its right foot.
That's
That-
all we've got is hands.
I don't know. I looked at this is a very much a card that, like, you know, we were 20 years younger. We're at YJ every single day. This card would have 5 nicknames.
Yes,
right.
yeah.
This is like I'm the archaic, and the guy is the ginger ale that I just got from trading in a Vorinclex. Like it's like, come here.
Get over here, Schweppes.
What the hell is this card?
Yeah, it's a weird. I don't know what the heck's going on.
I might just call this card Canada Dry.
yeah
for the rest of its life.
It's green.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's going on? So say you pay 2 green, you
Mm-hmm.
get a 1/1
1/1.
trample reach. With whenever you cast a creature, it gets +1/+1 counters.
Yeah, that has nothing to do.
Doesn't care about its power.
It doesn't care
Okay.
what the power and toughness is. It just
All right.
gives every other spell you cast Converge, basically.
Basically, okay.
They're-
Every other creature spell. Yeah,
They're trying to be cute and get you to pay like a green and then the 2 brid
Yeah.
with.
Or you're playing this in
like
like 4-color Omnath, right? And you're playing 4
Yeah.
colors. No, you can't. It'd have to be 4-color, no green. Oh my god, right?
No, it
you
can be
can play
green.
with green.
because you're allowed to
But
put
then
a
it'd be
green
3.
into the 2 generic.
Yeah.
You're allowed to.
Are you?
I think.
Yes, I think yeah.
If you're
You
like,
determine-
I choose to pay 4 mana. I'm
You
pretty
are
sure.
you are determining the cost of the spell that you are
Yeah.
looking to cast, and
It's
it'll
funny 'cause-
ask you which of these. You
Yeah,
want
because
to
no,
pay.
Converge doesn't let you just pump extra mana into a spell, period. Like, it has to be in the mana cost somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. Speaking of somewhere, there's a person trying to cast this for 4, including a green on Arena, and they just had to replace their monitor.
Yeah, you know what? This is not a metric you should always use, but I do like to use it for cards like this,
Yeah.
where it's like if this card were good, it would be mythic. You know,
Yeah,
like
I
it's
like that.
weird
I like
enough,
that.
it's goofy enough. It has all the text on it is good, like the kind of things that would convince you to play it. If they were worried about people playing too much of this would have been mythic.
Honestly, it could maybe be just fine in Jund. Just like don't overthink it. Get a 3/3 trample reach, and it's not going to be too hard for you to pay 3 different colors in that deck specifically. And then your other creatures come in big. That like the deck that just won the year end, I think,
Yeah.
could consider this card where it's like got a bunch of random like 3 drops.
Yeah, but those 3 drops kill you.
I just rather play good cards. Than
Yeah.
this.
Are they going to cut Broadside Bombardier for this?
3/3 trample reach isn't like terrible.
Yeah.
I think it is though.
Yeah, maybe it is. No, you're right. You're right. It's fine. It's actually not good enough anymore.
We're in
It's
a
funny.
weird-
You just mentioned Ursine Monstrosity next to the previous card, and I want to say like I was like a big champion of that card.
Yeah, that
during this
card
episode.
it kills you.
Yeah.
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 No, you.
All right. Okay. Watch out for Wild Growth Archaic. You're probably working too hard if you put this in your deck.
Yeah. Trade it for a ginger ale.
All right, let's move on to gold cards. And the first one we have is the Cauldron of Essence. This is a 3-mana artifact for 1, a black, and a green. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Okay. And then for 1, a black, and a green, and sacrifice a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Wheeler.
This card's pretty annoying. A little limited in where you play it, right? Like you need to be black, green, and want to have your creatures die over and over again. The
Who would
blood,
ever think of a deck like that? You know, yeah,
well, like aristocrats is like this card's good in aristocrats,
Yep.
right? You can obviously just having a blood artist effect that gets around the One Ring as well. It's each, so you can get around that.
Yep.
And not being a creature is relevant too.
Yeah, we've only got
right?
a few of those. Right?
Yeah, we have
Couple
the Bastion of Remembrance.
and the Meat Hook Massacre.
This card's going to be $1 million in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Because of Commander. That activated ability is pretty strong. Does a kind of a recurring nightmare impression. I don't know if you want to play this in the Rexer deck, but like Abzan Recurring Nightmare. but like I think it's just
Don't you want to play in Recurring Nightmare? So you just have another Recurring Nightmare. You don't have to do it for it.
Recurring Nightmare.
I know that mana doesn't work out the same.
Yeah, you could playing 3 mana up front for this is like kind of cool, right? You could play and just have it sit around until you want to do the Recurring Nightmare impression, but it doesn't come with like the protection that Recurring Nightmare has.
You hide it in your hand, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just limiting this to an Aristocrat style deck.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd probably try it, but pretty cut it. I mean, between like Recurring Nightmare, Chthonic Nightmare,
Chthonian Nightmare. Yeah.
Chthonian Nightmare, and Birthing Ritual.
You've already got a lot.
Yeah.
That's fair. But this one is also an Aristocrat. Like you pay more
that's
mana
fair.
for this one,
Yeah.
and they can blow it up.
Yeah.
But you get a Blood Artist. So like I feel like in the Recurring Nightmare decks, the math is going to work out that you might keep it.
Yeah. It's worth testing.
But you think it's going to be?
I just
Flavor
think
of
it's
the
a
Week.
little too slow and vulnerable.
Okay.
I want it to
It
do.
is kind of slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very slow.
I just like it. I think you need to really weaponize the passive ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to use the whole card.
Yeah, but like the gravy is just like I got nothing to do. Well, I'm turning this nested shambler into like the Ophiomancer they killed, or into a Blood Artist.
Oh, I'm testing this, though, Nelly. Don't you worry.
Okay, good. Yeah. Because obviously, like, it does just sort of read like Recurring Nightmare.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Color Storm Stallion. This is a 3-mana 3/3 elemental horse for 1, a blue and a red. It has Ward 1 and Haste. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. But if 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, create a token that's a copy of this creature instead. Whoa.
I feel like I'm just looking at a lot of these goofy cards through the lens of YJ.
Sure, another like, funny nickname card.
This is like when your round goes to time and you really got to piss before pairings get up. Just out of my way.
Beeline to that bathroom.
Yeah.
Wheeler, tell us about this card.
Blue-red is an odd color combination to want to have like a Bogart Ram Gang style card. Just like it I will say the ward one here is mostly just like you're going to get to attack with this for 3. Which makes up for the fact that you're unlikely to be able to cast instants and sorceries to protect this card or make it big enough to crunch through.
I was going to say, like, haste prowess is like pretty classic in this color combination.
Yeah, but it's like 3 mana, dog.
Sure.
3 mana is a lot of mana for that
so
kind of
much
deck.
mana.
Like, you only get so many 3-drops in that deck, and Vivi's one of them.
Yeah.
And then there's this horse.
How sad are you that Force of Will doesn't trigger the second bit of Opus?
Oh.
Because it's pay the mana, not the
You
mana
still get
value.
+1/+1.
You do, but
Yeah.
that's where you want to be taking advantage.
They won't
like,
let you have fun
like
anymore.
Yeah.
like
Fun
beans,
is
right?
over.
You're hoping
Yeah.
to get like a
Yes.
beans effect of you get to cheat on the mana and still get the value.
I wonder if they learned their lesson from Beans.
Hey, I think
Sure.
Beans specifically taught them.
Sure.
Not to do that.
Yeah. All right.
No, it's a
all
good.
right.
It's a good point, Serge.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, can you imagine if this card was printed back when we were still like winning tournaments with Nivik Cyclops?
Oh,
yeah.
Spellheart Chimera?
Yeah, because honestly, like
Yeah.
by Is It Blitz from 2016's point of view, like this card is incredible.
So-
I mean, I don't want to completely deter people from trying this out
Yeah.
because I do think that like there's not a lot of exploration in Mox builds for blue decks with like cantrips, right?
Right.
Everybody gravitates to Ancestral Recall because, well, it's Ancestral Recall. That card's a lot of fun to play and it's quite good. But like, I'm pretty sure like Is It Cutter deck where your points are like Mox, and then like Dig, Cruise, and
TNN
then
maybe, or
yeah, TNN plus like Tameo is
Sure.
kind of sick, right?
Yeah.
And like especially because Mystical Ancestral is like less exciting when you don't have Terminus, and I don't think you're playing this in a Jeskai deck. I think you're just playing it in
Yeah.
like Blue Red or Blue Red X. So maybe this card is like a little sexier if you explore some unexplored point spreads.
it's kind of big and has haste, so
Yeah.
like you could maybe put it in a Berserk deck.
There's
Like if you have 4 mana, you Berserk this. they
Ward,
take,
Ward 1 in the Berserk decks.
yes,
yeah. If we're workshopping this, the blue-red draw discard, like card
Yeah.
velocity archetype is kind of interesting as well, just
Yeah.
because you can set up a lot of potential like prowess growth on
Yeah.
not the first turn you play it, but the second time you play it.
Mhm.
Because you're like, okay, great. I've got, I don't know, Katara, the waterbender, or whatever, the 2/2 one that draws and discards based on his power.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
experience.
And you're like, all right, I'll play a spell before combat. I'll try and set some stuff up so that she hits for like 1 million. And then this thing also just gets huge incidentally as a result. And
Wait,
you're
what card are you talking about?
there's from the supplemental product, there's like a 2/2 Katara. I think it's like a 2-mana 2/2. And then, maybe it's a 2-mana 1/3.
There's a 2-mana 1/3.
The 2-mana 1/3 that you discard a card, and then it gets +1/+0 for every card you drew or something stupid
No,
like
just
that.
draws cards.
No,
It's like $80.
It's
Let's get the name so we can bring it up.
5 things. I believe it's Katara Waterbending Master.
Okay,
number
so it's
1.
close.
Number 2, it's a 2-mana 1/3. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you get an experience counter.
Okay, I missed that line completely.
And then whenever you attack, you draw a card for each experience counter you have, and then if you do, you discard a card.
Oh, that doesn't
And this card's only $30 now.
synergize at all, and I massively overspent.
No, I
when
think
bought
you
this
created a brand new card, which is exciting.
card. Yeah, okay.
But
hey, Wizards.
this
Wait.
card is this card is fine. I imagine you'd play this in the deck with the Colorstorm Stallion, but like also this card is a lot worse in our format than like Legacy and Vintage.
Oh
'cause
man,
you
I
don't
wanted
have
this
4
to
of
be
them.
so good though.
Yeah, it's okay, but
Yeah.
Eventually, maybe the time is now. Maybe you just need to try it. But there'll eventually be a Canadian Highlander deck that wins that has multiple experience counter cards. Like there's a bunch
Do they
now.
all?
There's a bunch.
Do they
There's a
all
bunch.
count for
Oh
each
yeah,
other?
experience
Yeah.
counters or experience
Yeah.
counters.
No
Experience-
way.
yeah, experience counters are one of those things where they introduced it, and like they're pretty good for Commander. But
They were
then,
like the 2012 pre-con
sketchy.
decks or whatever. Like the first experience was so old.
2015.
2015, but still,
with
yeah.
Daxos and friends.
Yeah.
All right, so Color Storm Stallion, you can try it. If you want.
Sure.
thank
Oh,
you,
yeah,
thank
this
you,
whole-
We
thank
talked
you.
about it for like 30 minutes. and
yeah.
It takes us back. It's probably not top tier, but you can for sure try it.
I gotta pee.
Defacing Duskmage is next. This is a 2-mana 2/2 dog warlock for 1 and a black. It has Death Touch. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, this creature becomes prepared. And Vandal's Edict is the other spell. It's a 3-mana instant. Draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Now,
Sorry, I gotta just finish talking about the art. Like we've just got.
It looks like it's out of
a
EOE.
corgi. Oh,
No, it's a Shiba
little bit.
Inu.
It's a Shiba
It
Inu.
is a
Sorry,
Shiba,
it's a Shiba. Yeah, it's a Shiba Inu, but just like on a person. Like I get that it's a Japanese.
no, it has dog feet.
It's not dog. Yeah.
It does look like somebody made their own card with Spirited Companion, right? Like, they're like,
Thank you. Sorry, not a corgi. Yeah, that other hilarious
Shiba,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah, chomp chomp. Okay, I've talked about the art enough now. Okay, sorry, I have to start again. White black for a 2/2 Death Touch.
Yep.
And then whenever they draw a second card, this becomes prepared. And then whenever it becomes prepared, we can draw 2 cards, and each player loses 2 life. Okay, I don't know.
I don't.
It's not legendary, and it's a Death Touch 2.
I don't hate it. I just don't think I'll ever play it.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
There's this entire suite of really interesting white black like D&T pieces that never actually get played in D&T that like seem like Lotho in Highlander, for example.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
Lotho's like a
I tried
CDH
it.
standout, but it just never quite does enough. And this seems like that same sort of card.
Does seem like
Yeah.
it's really good in Commander.
Yeah, it seems pretty good in Commander.
Yeah.
I mean, it is from the Commander product.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
well, that's where we
But
get a
that's-
bunch of our
That's
bangers.
where True
so.
Name came from,
yeah,
right?
and,
So,
and
but still.
Barrowgoyf, right?
Broadside
Hieroglyph,
Bombardier.
Broadside Bombardiers.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Well, they've said they won't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But
Can
okay,
we take a second to appreciate how good that set symbol is, though?
it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
The set symbol for this set's Commander product is beautiful.
We can move on. I don't
This
know.
okay, yeah. I just want to give this card a nod that it's like it's a bit risk reward. You know, if you're okay with the floor being a 2/2 Death Touch, it doesn't have legendary. It's not legendary, so that's fine. It's just that like then when it shines, it's gonna be really good. Like if you do play against, you know, a blue deck,
Dog Warlock.
and you get to cast
Dog Lock.
Yeah, you get to beat them down and cast divination as many times as you want.
Sorry, did you
That's
say
the-
you're going to dog walk me? No, I said I'm going to dog lock you.
okay?
Next up, we have Dina's Guidance. This is a 3-mana instant for 1, a black and a green. Search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand or graveyard, shuffle. Wheeler.
Okay, so 3 mana is a lot of mana to pay for a tutor that doesn't put a creature directly into play. Like, I just want to upfront say that there are 3 mana tutors that see play for, like, in storm decks and combo decks, but, like, notably, Solve the Equation can find Dark Ritual. or Time Walk, or Demonic Tutor, right? Fabricate, Confined Black Lotus, Time Vault, bunch of stuff. And we have a pretty popular creature tutor in the form of Eladamri's Call, which is only 2 mana, which can only put into your hand, but often that's where you want to put the creature. I don't know if the flexibility of this card is enough to really push this thing into like a ubiquitous status of like, we're just going to see this in every creature combo deck running around everywhere. There are some interesting applications, like Flash Hulk is probably going to play it because it'll take anything that puts Protean Hulk in its hand, or like Spellseeker. Not to mention, there are some interesting applications in Flash Hulk with this card, where if you want to risk it for the biscuit, you could put it in your graveyard and then use Footsteps of the Goryo, which is like a Bubble Hulk card. Like, it returns into play, you sack it at end step, that sort of thing, which lets you Flash Hulk them. It's an instant speed tutor. That's exciting. Yep. And like, I'm sure there are going to be decks that play this card because it finds your combo piece.
If I was just doing green black Recurring Nightmare, I like this. Especially if you're just 2 color Cauldron of Essence, you put it in your graveyard, you get to cheat it into play. Mm-hmm. If you get to find like your big idiot Recurring Nightmare target. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like Avatar of Woe. No, not Avatar of War. Oh my god.
The 8 mana black creature?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Avatar of Woe?
No, not Avatar.
Archon of Cruelty?
Archon of Cruelty.
Sorry.
That's what
Thank you for translating, man.
I'm like Serge's big brother.
Sometimes I lock in on card names, and sometimes I just start spiraling, and today is definitely on the latter half, so thank you for translating the Sergisms.
I want to know if you like this card for Dredge, because sometimes you want it in your hand, and sometimes you want it in your graveyard.
3 mana is a lot of mana to pay for that.
But look, if you're going to play Eladamri's Call, and you're going to play Entomb,
I mean, I'll probably try this in Academy, like in Pattern Rector, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's I like this card. It's more narrow than I imagine some people are going to look at it as, and like, if it turns out to be this is like cracked in half, great. Like, it's still just instant speed tutor. Yep. That's not nothing. Yep. It is a little awkward that it's in like the least exciting colors for the pitch cast elementals. The incarnations.
Sure. You get endurance or grief.
Well, I mean, being able to guidance for the endurance and catch the reanimator player is interesting, but not like as impactful as like this. The way that Recruiter the Guard often can find solitude and just pitch cast solitude is a huge, exciting play pattern.
Also, it's like the opposite of the value that you get from casting that Glorious Decay card we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
neat.
Yeah, I'll play this card. I imagine a lot of other people will. Just temper your expectations.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Fix What's Broken. This is a 4-mana sorcery for 2, a white, and a black. As an additional cost to cast this, pay X life. Return each artifact and creature card with mana value X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's so weird. I guess I'm going to have to throw it a Wheeler. Hey, James, what are your... No.
They never should have let them get away with this.
Wheeler.
I know you're an enjoyer of artifacts too, but
it's all you, buddy.
Buddy, I have been waiting for an Open the Vaults that doesn't suck. Like, okay.
Doesn't have to go to the battlefield?
I don't want you to have another Open the Vaults.
Have it.
This card is cracked.
Yep.
For like an egg strategy or like a KCI artifact combo strategy. For so many reasons. The additional cost of paying the life doesn't matter too much, especially when a lot of the loops involving this card, Second Sunrise and Face Reward, will be able to weave in cards like Zurin Orb to sack your lands, or Sunbeam Spellbomb to gain 5. Or you might just have
sacrifice your golden egg.
Yeah, you just have a golden egg or something. Like, this is a combo card that is going to return. Wait, each X?
Yeah.
No, it's not or less.
Oh, it's not or less. Oh, thank Christ. Okay. I thought it was or less.
Yeah. Because this reminds me.
Phew.
This reminds me of, there was like a white-black standard or modern list for a while that would play all of like the 1 mana or 2 mana Blood Artist effects, sack them all, then bring those all back. Right. I'm sorry, you're ruined.
Return the Ancestors or something.
Yeah. It's still good, Wheeler. It's still good.
It's not the same.
No,
this
man,
might still be playable.
Sucks. No.
Okay.
No way. Nope. What are you doing to me? I just want to return Black Lotus.
You can play. I might still try this in Black White Aristocrats and only play ones.
Like,
There's a player who brought an Abzan list that was playing mono 2-drops and trying to do something like this
Right.
and just
Raise
cycle
the
through.
past.
Yeah,
Oh,
just trying to cycle through their whole deck and get a ton of card velocity and fill their graveyard and just like haymaker, bring back a bunch and then sack them all again. It was kind of neat.
there is a loop that you can use with this card and sacking only 1-drops. But, like, why bother, man? Just face roar, second. God, that sucks.
I'm sorry, homie. I'm sorry.
It doesn't exile itself.
Yeah.
Oh, a Roberoid. And then Badgermole Cub. And then this.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on just so we stop hurting Wheeler so much. We have a Hardened Academic. This is a 2-mana 2/1 bird cleric for red-white. It has flying. It has haste. Discard a card. This creature gains lifelink until end of turn. And whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that you control. Ellie.
Did they make Wanchitong and then they were just like, everything has to be an owl now? He's so beautiful. He's so perfect.
People love owls.
They love owls.
This
Kids,
card's really cool.
If you haven't seen the 1980s film Labyrinth, just watch the opening 2 minutes. You know, it's like there's this beautiful owl flying around the screen.
And then the David Bowie doing hand
yes.
stuff.
Then stay for the incredible Jim Henson puppets. But yeah,
Clarice.
this is cool. I don't know, like Mardu discard, maybe? Like we have a free discard a card outlet. And then also a potential grow. It's one or more, so we're not like exiling our bin on just like a delve spell. Sorry.
Do you know Gao?
Gao
From the Final Fantasy?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a Gao fan. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Getting big. So now we've got multiple things that care about instances of cards leaving your graveyard, right? So I don't know. This card, I think maybe don't overthink it. Like 2/1 haste flying for 2 already is like not terrible, and then it can potentially win races on lifelink and just kind of give you incremental value when you're just casting your reanimate and your unearth.
So there's more support to this archetype than it looks like by itself, especially if you just look at the cards that we selected, because the lore hold archetype is cards leaving the bin and like effects triggering off of that. So there are enablers. But yeah, I don't know. It's neat. It's cool.
I don't think this card's going to win more than one tournament in the next 6 months.
Yeah, it's just pretty flavor of the week.
Yeah,
It's a free discard outlet.
The most exciting thing about this is that it's good at getting the initiative back.
Yeah.
That's it. In my opinion, yeah.
But it's kind of good in the initiative deck because you're playing a bunch of unearth in that deck too and reanimate stuff. Ish. This the third ability, like the whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, is pretty fair.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like this card isn't broken, I don't think, but it is only 2 mana.
But that's why you play it with Fix What's Broken. And
Oh, you
There are
came
just
back.
so many-
You had to twist the knife.
There are just so many cards that you can play in
Sure.
Canadian
Yeah,
Highlander. and We
sure.
played in this one.
Yeah, okay, it's flying.
this definitely feels like one of the ones that you're
Yeah.
like trying to make it good as opposed to it just
Yeah,
being
you don't
good.
need
Okay.
you don't need to try.
All right, we had to acknowledge this owl, but
I like the owl.
It's got a lot of cool
ultimately you can only
things.
play 100 cards, so it's probably not making the cut.
I do want to make Gao happen more consistent.
I like Gal a lot.
Let me introduce you to Detectives Phoenix. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
that's a better bird than this one.
I know.
Sure.
All right, next up, Prismari Command. Nope. Next up, Lore Hold Command.
Charm.
Charm.
Next up, Lore Hold Charm.
There we go.
Red, white, instant. Choose one. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact of their choice. Return target artifact or creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn. Wheeler.
Rude. This card's good. I think it's pretty good. Giving your entire team +1/+1 trample at instant speed is going to kill a lot of people. Being able to return a cheap creature at instant speed.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. Get back your Guide of Souls, your Ocelot Pride. That's trading down on mana, even if we're getting, God forbid you get back that Inti that they killed or Stoneforge Mystic or whatever. And then being able to nug an artifact opponent with hit their Seat of the Synod, or they're like turn 1 they play a bridge. Like the bridges, I've actually started playing the bridges a lot more in Academy decks because it's like I get to untap with an artifact land that adds multiple colors of mana. I cannot lose. Now I can lose because like you're taking away the ability to play one of your eggs or voltaic keys or whatever that just clog the board for like the security that you'll have that mana. And this is the kind of card where it's like, nice Misvault Bridge. Really annoying card. Really powerful card.
It might get the One Ring. It won't, but
Yeah.
it might.
You might. There's some
fair.
decks that don't play a lot of artifacts.
Yeah, it's like if they just didn't get a Mox Straw and they slammed the One Ring to stabilize.
Yeah.
You know,
I could see it doing like, yeah.
It'll make
every
someone
mode
somewhere
on this
lose
card
numbers.
is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because like people like charms and whatnot, and like occasionally is it charm still sees a bit of play, but not a ton. Or Azorius charm actually, but like thinking about charms with 2026 design philosophy is kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Right?
There used to be this card at Tarka's Command that had a whole deck
Well, I was
built
gonna
around
say,
it.
if we're still talking about charms, let's move on to the next one too,
Sure.
right? Because
Okay.
then, we can keep the whole conversation going and also include Prismari Charm. Red and a blue, instant, choose one, surveil 2, draw a card. Or Prismari Charm deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 targets, or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And then I'll throw to Nelly, and then you can evaluate this. And...
Yeah, I mean, another one where all 3 modes are bangers. I used to play just on its own, and only in black because it was a modal hybrid card. Sorry, but it's like Surveil 2, draw a card.
Discovery Dispersal.
Discovery
Yeah.
Dispersal just for that side in black because black doesn't have a lot of cantrips. But it's a really good cantrip. Like it's a little better than Preordain. And then Prismari Charm dealing 1 damage to each one of 2 targets. That's just fire. We
Yep.
play that card routinely.
Yep.
Still, like that's a regular appearing card. That card, fire has just been a good spell since it was printed. And then return target non-land permanent with no other caveats for 2 mana. You're often comfortable playing that. Usually you want your bounce spells to only cost 1 mana, but often for 1 mana you only get to hit a creature. So like you want to bounce their expensive artifact or whatever, bounce their planeswalker. Pay 2. This card's just really easy to play.
This card's insane.
Just put it in any deck. It's kind of like Expressive Iteration, except it's flexible. But it's just like it goes in decks that have access to blue and red mana.
If I may combo about this card a little bit.
Please.
Surveil 2 draw card is so good for the combo decks to look to fill their yard.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about this through Storm. That's
Yeah.
insane. Just
Yeah.
like bin 2 draw card. Not to mention with Underworld Breach, the extra card you get plus the 2 Surveil, that's 3 cards. So with an LED, obviously 2 mana and 2 different colors can be a little rough, but like the math checks out. Prismari Charm killing off their, Ocelot Prides or whatever is cool, but like killing Thalia or Okish Bowmasters is much more exciting. And then bounce your opposition agent, which like bouncing the oppo is always awkward because it has flash, but like, nah, dog, just like get that Archon of Emeria out there, get that, return whatever hate piece you have played to your hand. It is my turn to combo off. Wow. Yeah, this card's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have another Prismari. This is Prismari the Inspiration.
The dragon, the elder dragon who started the school.
7 mana, 7/7 legendary Elder Dragon for 5, a blue and a red. It has flying. It has ward, pay 5 life. And instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. Wheeler, you love Storm?
I do.
Tell me about Storm Dragon.
I don't know how I feel about this card.
Tinfin's is back on the menu.
I think there are some applications where like you reanimate this or cheat it into play and then you killed the opponent. Like Oath of Druids into this and then storming off, shallow graving this card and then casting like Dark Ritual into like Demonic Tutor or whatever is real exciting.
Pretty funny.
The ward 5 life is really funny because like where you want to use it, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Like they're like, okay,
Yeah.
ward
You're
5
like,
life.
yeah,
huh?
I'll pay
Sure.
5 life and
Yeah.
not die.
Yeah, like maybe there's a world where this is also just fine in like a Dragon Storm deck. Like if you're going, you're another Storm variant, but like that's a deck where like you could put it into play And like, yeah, you just cast lightning bolt.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Dragon Storm is our setup spell.
Yeah. Unironically.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there are other ways to
And
kill
they're
them.
somehow not dead when you resolve Dragonstorm.
Yeah, well, for what it's worth, this could give you a spot to kill them with Dragonstorm that doesn't require you to attack.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which is kind of exciting.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
I thought it was like an ETB line where they dragon. It doesn't matter.
This is more cute than
Yeah.
anything in
No,
that.
I got you. I
but,
got you.
like,
I got you.
there-
Sometimes
there's-
it's fun to talk about.
Honestly,
cards
like this card, every time you lose to this card, you're going to be so dead.
this. You're gonna be like, all right,
So, like, people
I
who
deserve
enjoy
it. Yeah.
playing Magic like that, like, you should grab one of these.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we have another Planeswalker. This is Professor Delienfell. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Sure, why not?
This is a 4-mana, 5 loyalty Planeswalker for 2 a black and a green. Also has 5 abilities. +2 is gain 3 life. The 0 ability, draw a card, lose a life. The -3, destroy target creature. And the -6 is you get an emblem with whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Nelly.
Okay, so it's a 4-mana spell. It's a Planeswalker. It protects itself okay. It can destroy their creatures. It can also, draw you into ways to protect itself maybe if you're later in the game. It can gain you life. So it's kind of like 4 mana. If they're going to kill it, you just gained 10 life, which is not nothing. It's probably at least 1 turn worth of getting attacked in this format most of the time.
That's an expensive fog. Yeah.
Yeah, expensive fog. Like, I don't know. I'm only medium impressed with this card. Like, it's cool that it gains life. Obviously, works well with all the other cards from the Witherbloom school that we've been talking about on these 2 podcasts. Where, like, yeah, they care if you gained life. So it's got that going for it. But it's kind of like don't overthink it. It's kind of a rock dream.
This is a good card from the wrong era.
Yeah, like if only Allison could have played this instead of 5 mana
Obnixilis, right?
Gorgon or Obnixilis. Exactly. It's so much better.
Obnixilis had the -destroy a creature and like it traded life for cards.
Boys, I'm in level with you. If I could
Yeah.
see the legs of a Planeswalker, it is not playable.
There's not enough words in those 4 abilities.
I need enough words in that text box that I don't know if they got legs. Yeah, no, it's transparent. That's something went wrong.
That's really funny. No,
That's a funny way to say it.
Yeah.
I don't like this card. It's not garbage or anything, but it's probably not making the cut. Like if you included it in your deck, this card in your deck, something went wrong somewhere. But I don't know.
You paid 4 mana for this?
But when it's in play, it's gonna be fine. If you untap with this, like it's because you won the game already.
Yeah.
But maybe you just needed a kill spell.
It is a 4-drop.
Like it's a 4-drop that it kills a creature, and then if you're able to untap with it, then it starts doing the
But
Planeswalker
like
thing.
Grist does that at 3.
For sure.
It's a mythic rare 4-drop in a post 2020 world.
Yeah.
So if you untap with it and do the thing, you're probably winning the game.
Yeah, you can't
But,
even green sun for this.
Maybe
though.
need a tier of cards that they're just like, whenever this is in play, you're probably winning or whatever.
Yeah,
But,
man.
like you shouldn't have included it in your deck.
You
There
paid-
needs to be a name for that envelope.
You
that-
paid 4 mana, and I was unable to deal with it over the course of multiple turns. Yeah, you probably deserve to win.
Right?
Yeah. It
But,
should.
like,
It should win the game for you.
You should have picked a different card.
Yes.
But you picked this one, and yeah.
Yeah. Then here we are.
man.
So you can absolutely get into a game like that with this card if you want to. I don't see a reason to put this card in your deck, whatever your strategy is.
5 loyalties a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Constant Miss is also a card.
God knows I wouldn't play it, but I could see somebody playing this, drawing a card with it. It doesn't die because it has 5 loyalty, and then it draws another card. Maybe there's that Jund Scapeshift deck.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like if you are playing a Planeswalker's Fog deck.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yep.
All right, next up we have Quandrix Charm. This is a charm, so for green and a blue, it has a bunch of modes. First mode, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Mode 2, destroy target enchantment. Mode 3, target creature has base power and toughness 5/5 until end of turn. Wheeler.
Spell Pierce is a pretty good magic card. Paying 2 mana for Spell Pierce. Oh, this is just Quench,
Yeah, it's
actually.
Quench. It's any
Yeah.
spell.
Quench is a magic card that you wish you had, but you never want to include.
Miscal?
That's why people play Miscalculation.
Miscalc is actually
Because
so
when
good,
Miscalc stops being a thing, you're like, well, new card. A Miscalculation that can blow up an Urza Saga or a Blood Moon is pretty exciting.
Yep.
And then just randomly oh, you're attacking, huh? Well, you'll never believe how big my Ice Fang Kotal is. Right? Like, there's something to that that is relevant. I'll try this in Scape Shift, but like blue-green is such a weird, and maybe my Bant Beans deck, but like blue-green is such a weird color combination. Like, full disclosure, the council is actively like, we talk about like, how do we get people to play like blue-green X?
Sure.
Right?
Interesting.
Like, what are some changes that we can make to maybe incentivize people to looking towards playing? Because like a lot of people say that they're tired of fighting against blue decks. It's like, really, you're tired of fighting against blue-red X. Right?
Sure.
You're tired of Jeskai, or you're tired of Grixis or whatever. But like blue, like imagine you sat down against a person playing rug control. Even if they just washed you, you're probably leaving that being like, that was cool. I lost a rug.
Yeah, they killed me with Goyf.
Yeah, or like
Right.
Bant control, like the Bant Beans deck. Like, you know, if I've played it and like I'll beat people and they'll be like, wow, I felt like I couldn't do anything. That was really frustrating, but you killed me with Gideon Jura. So like, props to that. So trying to make those decks more interesting and also just more powerful is one of the goals. And like, you know, this is a card that can maybe show up in that kind of deck, and maybe this is the kind of card that can push that deck to have more flexibility in its answers. The one thing I don't like is that there's no proactive mode, right? There's no like,
It's all reactive,
I've got nothing going on. I can't.
It can kind of giant growth.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It doesn't like replace itself
Sure.
or return something or find a basic land or whatever.
We put it in Infect.
Well, wow. That's dope. That works.
I hung up my Glistener Elves, man.
I want to give a props to anyone who decides to include this in their deck and plays a lot of reps with it and unlocks the secret hidden mode of shrinking Barrogoyf.
All right. Next up, we have Sanar, Unfinished Genius. This is a 2-mana 0/4 legendary goblin sorcerer for a blue and a red. It enters prepared. Tap to create a treasure token, but activate only if you've cast an instant or sorcery this spell. And its prepared spell is called Wild Idea. It's a 5-mana sorcery for 3, a blue and a red. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, and put that into your hand, and then shuffle. And I'm going to give this to Nelly, and I'm going to be glad that I don't have to figure out where we're playing this.
Oh, well, so it's an interesting card. It enters prepared and can tap to make a treasure token, and it's only 2 mana. So it's kind of a mana dork, but it's also a steel wall. Like, it's a 0/4 for only 2. So the play pattern here is you're looking to like block or make a treasure. Like, maybe you can block immediately and then untap and make a treasure, and then like, don't overthink it too much. Then after that, maybe you just block. Like, a lot of games, it'll work like that. You might also cast this Wild Idea at some point. It's 5 mana for a tutor. And that's it. You get an instant or sorcery.
You get Time Walk or Escape Shift.
You get Time Walk or Escape Shift. And so it ramped you towards doing that. I'm still not, even if I'm tutoring Time Walk, I'm not very excited about casting Wild Idea because it's 5 mana, dog. But
This feels like a 2018 Blue Moon card.
it's a 2 mana 0/4, so like maybe you just don't ask too much of it, right?
I kind of like this card.
Do you?
Do you? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm way more excited about the rampant growth.
Dog,
one.
well, yeah, it makes a
Okay.
treasure token base. Okay, 2 mana 0/4,
Yeah,
right? Annoying.
yeah,
In a blue-red deck as well, right? Like, you have pretty good control of the board.
yeah,
You're going to have cantrips. You're going to have a way to get this making treasure tokens.
yeah.
I love that it just kind of gums up the board and ramps me.
Are you putting this in like a wrist scrap?
I want to play this in Scape Shift.
Yeah.
I want to try it out in Scape Shift.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Or
You two have Caracased me too many times.
if I may, well,
I have a
here's the
hard
thing.
time evaluating any legendary.
If I
creature.
may, there's a deck that I played a bit in the this was around like the pandemic area, and even before the pandemic. It has a tournament win. I call it Big Gay Electric Prince Moonstorm. That was all of the like Electromancers, Time Walks, and Blood Moons. So you were like a combo deck, but you had these moons to lock people out. And that deck was pretty good, honestly. And I wonder if like there are enough good wizards and like cards that can now find, you know, Time Walk and Time Walk at reduced points where like, yeah, I just play this card. It's tough for them to attack through it. I lock them out with a moon, one of the many moons that we now have.
One
And,
of the many moons of our format.
And for what it's worth, the treasure tokens are going to help me get out from my own moon in those rare occasions.
Yeah.
And then I just find myself where I'm like, oh, wild idea. Find Time Walk, cast Time Walk. Now it's in my graveyard. Now I get to pop off. Now I get to like start doing other things.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't know. It's an 4 toughness, make a treasure every turn, and then just cash it in late. Like 5 mana is a lot of mana, but like there's enough good going on with this card.
Yeah. Okay. So the main problem I have with it is just that the pattern is like it's easier to activate the create treasure token on your own turn, which means you're not blocking with it.
Yeah.
Instants let you block with it as well.
Yeah.
So it's it's a little stymied, but this card really seems like it's got enough words on it that you're like, you got to try playing with it before you figure out whether it's actually
for
valid.
sure.
So maybe this will just be like a Blue Moon or a Grixis staple.
I
Who
just
knows?
love the
Like,
idea of playing
maybe we're
this
way
with like
off.
consult the star charts and ops and stuff.
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up, Silver Quill Charm. So white-black instant. Choose a mode. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. Or exile target creature with power 2 or less. Or each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life. Wheeler.
Pretty interesting. They made a charm with only 2 modes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And it's
Which one? Which one is the not one here?
I think the exile creature with power 2 or less is the not one. Instant speed 2 counters on a creature can be a blowout and can also just push a bunch of damage. Save your creature. They lose 3, you gain 3. Can also push a bunch of damage. Does so that gets her in the 1 ring, which is very funny.
Yep.
And then there's this exile exactly Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride, an Inti that hasn't attacked,
Ragavan.
a fear missing out.
maybe?
Yeah, like there are problematic cards that hits.
Bowmasters,
It's just
yeah.
it's the kind of card where I'm like, most, what you like about flexible cards is that they're never truly dead. And this is one of the issues that I had with the Quandrix charm. It's like there's no good proactive mode. And like, don't get me wrong, I love a lightning helix to the dome.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, it's just
This
there's
one's very narrow.
yeah. And then black white's a hard sell for me as like a color combination that is doing this and that wants this card.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the instant speed 2+1/+1 counters is like exciting
Mm-hmm.
unless it was in black white.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
James, can you scroll down? Hell yeah. Next up, we have Teacher's Pest. This is a 2-mana 1/1 skeleton pest for a black and a green. It has Menace. Whenever this creature attacks, gain a life. And for a black-green, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Nelly.
Have I got something on my teeth? Must have been something I ate. Okay, exciting skeleton. I don't know. Sorry.
It's a dredge card.
Yeah. Oh, it's a dredge card. Okay,
It's a
great.
dredge card.
Okay, great.
It's a black and or
Yeah.
green creature that comes back from the graveyard.
So we're
and-
past the era of 1 toughness creatures that you can clamp and just bring back over and over
I mean,
and over.
that's not nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
It has a
It's just
menace.
finding a spot to play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just going to mill this over with like Golgari Grave Troll, and then I'll just pay 2 mana to bring it back, and it'll trigger my Poxwalkers or whatever. And-
God, Poxwalker's so cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man. I wonder if there's a world of like self-mill recurring nightmare with Poxwalker and this and whatever. I don't know.
Just play Dredge.
Just play
Dog.
Dredge.
You'd love Dredge.
Yeah,
You'd
you would
love.
love
You would
Dredge.
love to go.
Okay.
To,
Let's play Bazaar of Baghdad.
Serge, you would love to go to time with Dredge.
Oh.
You have the Magic player phenotype of Bazaar Baghdad already. It's card disadvantage. It's old. It's expensive. You'd love it.
It's true, actually. 2026, we're
so-
bullying
if I-
Serge into playing
so
Dredge this
called
year.
out
If
right
I
now.
may,
Yeah.
isn't it wild that he doesn't play Bazaar
It's
Baghdad?
weird that you don't
It's
play
weird that you
Bazaar
don't
I
play
did
Bazaar.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in the right
No, you
archetype,
played it in
but I
lands,
did.
right? You
Yeah.
played it in Stacks
I
lands.
played it in Stax lands,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like, this fills my bin so I can Crucible Worlds better.
Yeah. Oh, my
This
God.
is insane with Upa Mass.
No, no,
If I play Urborg, I can tap
hey.
this for mana.
Okay, 1, I did play it with Uber Mask. Okay,
Yeah,
so first
you
off, how
did.
dare you? 2, it with
Life from the Loam.
yeah.
It's a
thank
Dredge
you.
card.
Yeah,
Yep.
Life from Loam. Oh God,
As the
Life from
Surge
Loam has Dredge
Whisperer,
on it.
I can tell
yeah.
what he's trying to say. And may I remind you, Life from the Loam has Dredge.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so another reassembling skeleton that's also green for
Good,
Dredge.
good for Dread
Yeah.
Return. Good for Hogak.
All right, next up we have the Traumatic Critique. X blue red instant. Deal X damage to any target, then draw 2 cards and discard a card. Wheeler.
This artwork's great.
Wait. Bah.
Right. Bah. 2 mana, draw 2, discard a card, instant speed in blue-red is not nothing. And then being able to like pump into it's kind of exciting. I feel like we're maybe a little too late for this Magic card, but like I'm not entirely against it in like I might play this in Scape Shift.
I was like, is this like,
Yeah.
go with me on this journey? Is this kind of like a modern Sphinx's Revelation? Instead of gaining life, you're fireballing.
It's like Invoke the Fire Mind.
This card has the same problem that Planeswalker had, you guys.
Right.
Like, sure, it'll be fine in Scape Shift if you draw it at the right time. It'd be okay in Jeskai.
Look me in the eye and tell me you're not playing instant speed Chart, of course.
I'm not playing instant speed Charticore.
He didn't look me in the eye.
Yeah. He's like, no.
You don't want to Scape Shift with this card?
Oh, maybe you're right.
It kills Hull
Charticore lets you
Breacher.
keep both cards sometimes.
Actually,
if you want
hold on. This card is terrible against Hull Breacher.
Yeah, because state-based
Damage doesn't kill creatures.
Yeah, this card's the
State-based
worst answer to Orcish Bowmaster that ever happened.
Yeah. Mark 1 damage on it. Grow the.
No, maybe you're right though. Maybe just the fact that it's an instant speed in any deck with counterspells and red mana.
Yeah.
Where you're like, you just want to have lots of options at end of turn, and you've already you have them, but
Yeah.
now you could cut one more sorcery.
I could see this card just getting played in blue red or blue red X.
Yeah, maybe don't overthink it and don't aim to pay
Yeah,
any mana.
I'm not going to say that you're playing this card in a year, but like definitely in a flex slot in those.
Is
days.
it wearing
Okay.
little glasses? Like, is it a scholar?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
professor.
That's the Galazeth
Is
Prismari.
that
Galazeth
Mr. Prismari?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we don't know.
pardon me.
I mean,
Pardon
maybe
me.
somebody does. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good quote, actually.
Yeah. All right, next up we have Vibrant Outburst. This is another 2 mana instant in Prismari, so a blue and a red. Deal 3 damage to any target, tap up to 1 target creature. Nelly.
Any target, you say?
Yeah.
Like my opponent's face?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Don't mind doing that. Tap up to 1 target creature. Okay, so this is just like pretty sick in Blitz, where you get to tap their blocker. Like, just play this at sorcery speed. Give your creatures prowess, pumps, and also kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is such a great tempo card.
Yeah. I mean, it also ruins combat. If you do want to play it defensively, you know, you're going to want to cast it during their begin combat, but maybe you're killing 1 creature you're happy killing, and then you're tapping 1 down from attacking you. I don't know. Is this card like powerful enough that Jeskai might play it?
I think
It has a lot of stuff.
I just think you want it to be more. You want to be a more proactive deck. Like maybe there's a more aggressive version of Jeskai that plays it,
Sure.
but like don't get me wrong. 3 to the dome, tap your creature.
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
love
You
that.
lose a blocker. You take 3 more. You don't get to attack me with your lifelinker, and I kill your other creature.
Yeah.
Like anything to make Searing Spear better.
Yeah,
know?
for sure. No, this is an exciting get for Blitz.
All right, our final card is going to be the Witherbloom Charm. Our final card in gold, pardon me. A black and a green instant. You may sack a permanent if you do draw 2 cards, gain 5 life, or destroy target non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Wheeler.
Well, it destroys Time Vault and Voltaic Keys. That's pretty exciting. Non-land, not non-creature is huge because, you know, obviously this just kills the Johnny, Guide of Souls, all the problematic stuff. Kills Tameo after it is flipped, which is very relevant.
Cool.
Gaining 5 rules. It's kind of nice because there are spots where you might have this card and you're like, okay, well, I'll just kill their 2-drop, and they go like elf into 3-drop, and you're like, well, I'm going to gain 5 life. And like try to brick an attack to get up to my wrath or whatever. And then like sack a permanent, draw 2 cards. Cool, man. I'll sack a treasure token. I'll sack
or blank the
an
removal
insect
spell.
token. Yeah, blank the removal. Like, God, the children yearn for slow Sultai control. But like, yeah. I kind of want to play this in Sultai control, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, block with my Ice Fang Codal, draw 2 cards off of it, you know?
Damage on the stack.
Yeah.
You go to blow up my beans?
The least exciting mode on this card is the one Wheeler said rules. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's got a lot going for it.
Gain 5 is going to win games.
Sure.
Like, yeah, that's not nothing.
It can happen.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's talk about our 1 colorless card for the set review, and that is the Dawning Archaic. This is a 10 mana 7/7. It's not even an artifact, it's just a colorless creature. 10 mana 7/7 legendary avatar. Costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. It has reach, and whenever it attacks, you may cast a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Nelly, big.
This is a fun card. So I think its main home is probably going to be blue-red, although I don't know. Maybe you're going to tell me. I can never tell when you're going to tell me something's going to dredge. But
Or you're like, no, you put it in the channel deck. Or
But,
like, I don't know, man.
you know, obviously the cost reduction ability is the reason that this card is exciting, right? Like you potentially have a 0 mana or like a 3 mana 7/7 reach. It doesn't have haste, but it does have an attack trigger. Getting free spells back is always good. So I think the main place to experiment with this is going to be in like Blue Moon, I want to say, like any sort of blue-red or any deck you find that's like just casting a lot of cantrips, some sort of blue-based cantrip deck. You can try this out in.
Your Honor, I've thought about this in Dredge.
Right?
Yeah, like, like getting this, if we can get this into our hand after
Yeah.
we've dredged like 3
Yeah,
times.
good luck. Yeah.
This card is
Sure.
free, right? Like this is a card I've thought about where I'm like, oh, this is sick because I Genesis this back to my hand, play it, anger gives it haste, I attack, which lets me dread return the Lotleth Giant, and
Right,
they're dead.
and then they're dead.
So it lets me Lotleth Giant with no cards in hand,
Right.
without using like bringing back the creatures, like getting the Gravecrawler train going, which might be a little easier to get that train going with that zombie that brings itself
Yeah.
back. So like it's
And that
kind of
skeleton
changed,
too,
but
yeah.
it's like it's not as dead as I thought. The fact because it's free, like
Yeah.
it's legit free if you like Hermit Druid your board and then somehow get it back and can do some cool stuff with that. Now there are a lot of things that you can do when you Hermit Druid or if you've like
Sure.
dredged a million cards,
Yeah.
but like the strength of this deck is that like no matter what they try to do, unless they Tormod's Crypt your graveyard, you will be able to come back and do something.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unless
unless
they
they
have
have.
a 7/7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's big. It has reach.
Yep.
It's cool. Worth noting, like it's legendary, which is good for Goryo's Vengeance.
Yeah.
So like if
That's
you
not nothing.
yeah, you can just be like Goryo's Vengeance, attack with this thing, and then Goryo's Vengeance, your the angel from Phyrexia. So you get your trigger, right?
Angel from Phyrexia.
You know, the good one. It's green, it's blue, it's white, it's black.
Attractive.
Oh, Atraxa?
It's a praetor, not an angel. Is it an angel? What is it? It's flying.
I think it's an angel. Yeah, the Atraxa.
Yeah, Atraxa.
But I do like Goryo's Vengeance.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And casting like Enter the Infinite.
You know, I don't know. This thing has enough cool things happening for it that like there's some space to brew. I'm curious where we'll end up with this. Maybe it's Reanimator.
I am excited to waste a weekend trying to play Highlander decks with this card.
Like, are you tired of killing them with a Murktide Regent? Because anytime you would do that, you can do this instead.
folks, yeah, why reanimate Archon of Cruelty when you can do whatever the hell this is?
Why delve and lose the cards in your graveyard when you get that value for free?
Yeah, simply just don't play Delve spells. I mean, it could be relevant if you use your points for like Ancestral and stuff and not Delve spells.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's move on to lands. We've got 2 we want to talk about. First up, we have the Coastal Peak. This is a red-blue land. It enters tapped. It cycles for 2. It's an island and a mountain. We've got the completion of the cycle.
Big get.
Big get.
Big get.
It's a mountain.
It's a mountain for Scapeshift. It's
Scapeshift.
an island for Mystic Sanctuary.
Yep.
Yep.
Big get.
Then next up, we have the Petrified Hamlet. This is a land that when it enters, choose a land card name. Activated abilities of sources with a
Oh my
chosen
God.
name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Lands with a chosen name have tap 1 at a colorless. This taps for colorless.
Yeah, this card's great. Wow. Yeah.
Legendary creatures are back on the menus, boys.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it does.
I mean, Urza Saga.
Oh yeah, Urza Saga. Good call. Good call.
Stopping, well, a portion of Urza Saga.
I guess Wasteland.
If
Yeah.
you're really worried
It
about
names
getting like
strip mine.
strip locked out.
Can stop Manamo and Deserted Temple
So
Loop.
actually, what's really
Right.
interesting here is it's a bad wasteland to fetch lands because entering can't be responded to, naming a card can't be responded to. So if they play Windswept Heath, you're like, I mean, you don't
They still
cut them
tap
off the
for
mana. They
colorless,
tap for
yeah.
colorless, but you can cut them from a
got
color.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
they knew what you were trying
But again,
to
if
do.
it's like a 3
Yeah.
or 4 color deck, like it's about as relevant as like
it's
a Blood
not
Moon
nothing.
would be.
This
right?
is an exciting card to get.
Yeah, I mean, if you go Moxjet Duress and then like they need to, their only land is Windswept Heath for their Birds of Paradise,
Yeah.
you can be like,
yeah. I mean, honestly, shifting Woodland
Yeah, that's not
is
nothing.
another card that can just kill you in the right matchup. Turns off Cradle, turns off Academy.
I'm curious what the storytelling going on with this is. It's a petrified hamlet, so like the whole town just somehow got turned to stone by some magical event. Are the Archaics sort of like the Eldrazi's, where they're like leaving everything weird in their wake behind them? Is it like that? I don't know.
So hold on,
It's not a lore podcast.
Activate abilities unless it's a mana ability. So Cradle still works.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
so,
the mana abilities don't get turned
I thought
off.
I just replaced it with the taps are colorless, but I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, yeah, you could turn your Bazaar of Baghdad off if you just need one more mana,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, Tabernacle taps?
It's the worst Urborg.
Activated abilities. Okay, this is so weird because it's not Blood Moon. It doesn't replace all of it. It just specifically hits a line of text on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colorless lands are great. And like there are monocolored decks that want to they get to play colorless lands. And some of them, if you push hard enough, you get to play Kozilek's Command, which is a busted colorless card.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're on, it is symmetrical, but like if you're on like a land combo deck, right? Like being able to tutor this up and just like have a like tutorable land that can lock an opponent out of doing something.
Oh god, Jacob is going to
pretty
kill me
exciting.
with this card, right?
Yeah. Nice merit lodge, idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I guess that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't work for that one either.
Well, you name the stage.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I just Vampire Hex Mage.
Mutated cultist.
Yeah. I just bought one of those. I'm excited to play that deck. All right, that's our set review. That's all the cards that we want to talk about. Let's bring it around to the section of the set review where we talk about our thoughts in general of everything. And I'll start. I have some very broad strokes so we can kind of dive in a bit. This set rocks.
Yeah.
This set is so cool. This set is pushed in all the ways that I want things to be pushed without being like a Modern Horizons problem. And I think the archetypes that are the biggest winners are also just cool decks to get more support into. I mean, we got like D&T, various versions, just really good, hateful, cheap threats. Blink won in some interesting and fun ways, especially with the prepared cards that enter play. We just get prepared. I think that's going to be something that we play with for a very, very, very long time. And then, yeah, I want to brew blue-black tempo. I want to keep playing Boros, Death and Taxes. And I want to make green-black, white-black, or Abzan Recurring Nightmare. Like, hell yeah. And apparently Dredge. Nelly.
This is kind of our Modern Horizons of this year, I think. I'm going to guess. Maybe the rest of the year will go super hard. It's only set number 3 of 7 or whatever, right?
3?
Is
2?
We've had a lore win and a TMNT this year. Did I forget a set already?
No, dude. No, it's April. That's
April.
3 sets in 4 months. I thought there can't possibly be 3 yet.
Yeah, this is the 3rd set of the year. And honestly, I'm going to be unsurprised if this is the most exciting set for Canadian Highlander specifically. I wholeheartedly agree with what Serge said, like the brewing potential of these cards, but also just like the feel of them, like for all the olds where like they're giving you these prepared spells that let you cast an old busted card or like an old, at least exciting card, right? I first want to say that I think I probably overthought it. In the last episode, I was like, is this troll good or not? As I've gotten more time to roll it around my head, I'm just like, yeah, the upside is too high not to try just casting Reanimate every turn off your Centaur Courser.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing that, I think. So I want to plant my feet and say I think we're gonna keep playing that troll. But yeah, I'm delighted by this set. I'm like really excited to play these cards.
Yeah, this set it looks so goddamn good. Like just the power levels there, the flexibility in the cards, not just like charms or whatever, but just like the fact that some of these cards double dip into different archetypes. Yeah. We usually get that with like a very gold forward set as well. I don't know. It like the decks that I like to play that aren't Tinker decks are like Dredge, Ruin Your Evening, and Scape Shift. And there are a whole bunch of new cards legitimately like, oh, this is a game changer for Dredge, especially. And like it's absurd to
that
be
rarely
like,
happens.
I'm going to have to spend like 6 hours just like thinking about all the Dredge lines, revisiting old things. And that's great. I haven't really gotten to do that, Like I think that we have a more, reasonable take when it comes to like evaluating Magic cards, no matter the IP attached to it.
Sure.
In the context of our set.
Sure.
We try to be pretty agnostic, right?
Yes, yeah, but like I think it's also fair that if we're going to do that, we should also admit when like there is a little bit more charm because everything feels and looks so magical.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's it is more exciting to be like, ooh, am I going to play that bear? Like that big bear? Why is there a dog? That stupid dog warlock. I might
dog
just
lock.
try it out because it's a
Yeah.
dog lock. Right?
You get to look at that word
It's like,
sheet
well,
unit
I
with
got
like,
the, I got
yeah,
the dog lock.
yeah.
Why are its
Yeah.
legs so long?
I don't know. Yeah,
I
no.
think you might fix what's broken after all. I'm gonna say it. I think you might end up playing the new
That gold sorcery.
the open the vaults, even though it sucks.
Oh yeah, I mean,
think you might play
That's just I pulled a Serge and I didn't read,
yeah.
and that's on me. But like the
You managed to body surge
yeah.
while calling yourself out.
Also, I
Look,
love.
it's not my failing. It's Serge's failing infecting me.
Yes, of course. Why would I? I'm a Magic player. I've done nothing wrong. Really excited about the Emeritus of Abundance. I have been wanting a regrowth elf since Eternal Witness came out, and I was like, "Why isn't this an elf?" And like, obviously, it's not
Timeless
an elf
Witness not
because
an
of
elf?
Timeless Witness is not an elf. We've received some elves that are only Gravediggers or return permanents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None that can
Foundation-
return Time Walk.
Yeah,
This one returns Time Walk.
They give us a 4-mana 4/3. They can get back any permanent.
Yep.
but that's still
Yeah,
not
Oh,
the
right.
same.
Yeah, from Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah, the
That
regrower.
card- That card's kind of
But like,
cool.
yeah, man, this is a mono green elf that can
Cast
return
regrowth.
Time Walk, and then I can return it with the Wirewood Symbiote, and I return like it untaps the Priest of Titania, and we go back again. That's so sick.
Back on the escalator.
Yeah, like this is great. I liked the cards and turtles.
Yeah.
And I liked the cards and turtles, but they weren't like inspiring. Like just like mechanically, they weren't inspiring. They're like, oh, that's kind of neat. Super Shredder's going to play well. I'll play this Leonardo in like a mono white deck or whatever.
I like what they did with Sneak.
Yeah, there's some really cool cards that see play in the format, and that's great. But like this set is inspiring.
Yeah.
Right.
Valid.
Yeah.
That's going to do it, friends. That is our Strixhaven set review. Hope you enjoyed. If there's any cards you think we missed, hit us up in the comments down below. As always, just love to get the conversation going. I've been Serge. I've been joined by wonderful Nelly,
Hey, I was here too.
a Wheeler.
Hello.
Thank you to James on Tech.
Goodbye.
A reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you with your support of the Patreon, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You leave the lights on. You let us do everything that we do, and we couldn't do it without you, so thank you. If you want to buy any of these cards for your collection, cardkingdom.com/LRR lets them know that we sent you. Ask for a button. The button is cool and good and funny. Big creatures are their own reward is the current button. And finally, if you get good cards, get good sleeves. Dragon Shield, use affiliate code LRRMTG5 at checkout for 5% off. It's Dragon Shields,
Respect yourself.
and your cards. Thank you so much for watching. Couldn't do what we do without you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.